Gigi! Lucille, it's 3 o'clock. Time to get up. Oh, theater people.
Alas, whatever she may do, a woman once fallen can never rise again. You speak to me, ma chère, in the name of your son and daughter.
Gigi, how did you get soup on your hat?
Grandmaman, who is my father?
Ask your mother.
Well, I did, and she said to ask you. Yesterday at school, Clotfile wanted to know where he was.
What did you say?
I said he was dead, that he was a general and was killed in battle a few years before I was born.
Gigi.
Who was he?
We'll discuss it tonight. You've got an appointment with your Aunt Alicia, and you mustn't be late.
But I saw Aunt Alicia a few days ago.
She has generously offered to help you continue your education, and you should be grateful for the opportunity.
Education? What about school?
What you will learn from Aunt Alicia, you will not learn at school.
I know what Aunt Alicia will teach me. How to be like Aunt Alicia.
Your mother is singing tonight. You know that's more than she does in the whole opera.
Grandmaman, suppose I don't wish to be like Aunt Alicia.
Oh, you'd rather be like your mother, slaving away year after year at the Opera Comique.
And there are no other choices?
Yes, you could marry the postman.
Mama and Alicia are the postmen. Is that all there is?
Answer the door.
Grandmaman, I could be like you.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Gaston! Gaston!
I'm so sorry. Hello, Gigi. Oh, I'm all right. I'm all right. Oh,
What's in your breast pocket?
a present for you. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Gaston, with everything on your mind, you didn't forget.
Forget what?
My birthday, and you did forget. Playing cards, Gaston, they're beautiful.
New ones, without any of your little marks on them.
Gaston!
Gigi!
Do you think that I cheat? What do you think I am?
Female.
Oh, that reminds me. How is Madame d'Excomans?
What reminds you?
Female. I hear things were a bit chilly in Maxime's the other night.
And how do you know that?
It was in the newspapers.
Was it? Ah, disgusting.
Do you have a lot of fights?
The people who don't fight don't care.
Do you make love all the time?
Oh, my dear girl, the only people who make love all the time are liars.
Well, have you picked out your next love, or do you wait until this one is over? Tell me, Tauntaun. I want to know. How does it work?
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
It only works because nothing else works.
I'll deal the cards.
Good.
Gaston, what an exquisite surprise.
Oh, dear Mamita. Hello.
Gigi, just the sort of thing Henri used to wear.
I have to go to Aunt Alicia's.
Oh, no. Why?
She must. Come, sit in your favorite chair and I'll get your chamomile tea ready.
Thank you. Oh, goodness. Oh. Does she really have to go now?
She must. It's time she learned a few social graces.
Oh, really, Mamita? Gigi is far too young to be learning about all that nonsense. Besides, I like her the way she is.
And how is Madame d'Excomans?
Who? Oh, very well, thank you. She's learning to ice skate.
With Sandomir.
How do you know that?
Oh, Sandomir is very famous as a teacher.
Where's your telephone, Mamita?
We don't have one. Not until Gigi's old enough to have secrets or admirers. I'm sorry.
Oh, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. How is your sister? No one has seen her for quite a while.
Oh, Alicia is always the same. She says it's better to live in a splendid past than a terrible future.
It is good to be here, Mamita.
Oh, yes, Gaston. It's always a pleasure to watch the rich enjoy the comforts of the poor.
Especially you.
Especially you, dear Gaston. Now let me see. It was in 1859 that she ran off with her first sultan. Then it was her Khedive, her Khedive, her half-dozen Rajas. Why, Alicia has changed hands more often than Alsace-Lorraine.
And always with royalty.
But of course, Alicia was never conquered. She was annexed. Where is that girl?
I've never met your sister. What does she look like?
There's an album of photographs on the table.
May I see them?
Of course. Gigi! Hurry, Gigi! Aunt Alicia doesn't like it if you're late.
Yes, Grandma.
Remember, don't hang your coat hat up on the floor. Act as if you've been indoors before.
Yes, Grandma. Goodbye, Tonton. Bye, Grandma.
Do you have the address?
No.
17A Avenue Hoche.
I was thinking, Gigi, at your birthday party, that it is time that you learn to become a woman. Oh, nature only gives us so much raw anatomical material to work with.
Yes, Aunt Alicia.
The goal is happiness. And you can't find happiness in castles in the sky. There are plenty on the ground. Remember that.
Yes, Aunt Alicia.
Now, what about your schoolwork? What are you studying?
Louis the 16th.
Ah, nice enough fellow. Horrible taste in furniture. What else?
Camille.
Oh, how tedious.
But Aunt Alicia, she died of love.
Oh, I have no use for weak women who won't take care of themselves. Have you made any friends?
Nope, I am always on my own. Why does Grandmamma keep me from accepting invitations?
She is right about that, for once. You would only be invited by ordinary people.
And what about us? Aren't we ordinary people?
Oh, no, no, no.
Why are we different?
Because they have weak heads and careless bodies, and besides, they marry. But you would not understand that.
And we don't marry, is that it?
Marriage is not forbidden to us. We don't marry at first. Sometimes it happens that we marry at last. But enough of that. We must begin your lessons. We will start today with jewelry. Sit down, my dear. Charles? Let's see, what do you know? What is this?
A marquise diamond?
A marquise-shaped diamond. And this?
Oh, that's a topaz.
Topaz? In my jewels? Are you mad? Oh, that is a yellow diamond of the finest quality. You would have to travel far to find another one like it. Let's see. And this?
Oh, an emerald, how beautiful.
Notice how the blue blaze dances about in the green light. Only the finest quality emeralds have that exquisite blue effect.
Well, who gave it to you, Aunt?
Oh, a king.
A great king?
No, a small king.
Well, who does give the valuable jewels?
Oh, that doesn't matter. It never settle for anything that is second-rate. Only wear the first-rate jewelry. Hold out for that, and hold on to your beliefs. Remember, the rich die laughing.
Aunt Alicia, what about opals? I'm awfully fond of opals.
Opals, I forbid you to wear them.
Are they bad luck?
All semi-precious stones are bad luck.
What about a desk set in malachite?
Have you been shopping for wedding gifts? Oh, my dear, you have an impossible nose, and a crooked little mouth, and your cheekbones are way too high. Oh, but we can do something with the rest of you. Your teeth, your eyes, and your eyelashes, and your hair. Yes, we can work with those, and we will. Oh, remind me next Thursday that we must teach you about cigars.
But Aunt Alicia, I don't smoke cigars.
Of course you don't, dear, but gentlemen do. And everything I teach you, there is a reason for. Remember, love is like a work of art, and great artists create these great works of art. Do you know what makes an artist?
Cigars and jewelry?
You are from another planet. It is time for dinner. Tonight, I will teach you how to eat ortolans.
Ortolans? What are ortolans, Aunt Alicia?
Ortolans are exquisite little birds, smaller than squirrels, and pigeons. Most people attack them like cannibals, but you will learn to eat them properly. Bad table manners, my dear, have been the downfall of more households than infidelity. Come along, let's have dinner now.
Night in the sky, from the street comes the cry of the rooster in search of the hen. And Paris is Paris again. Stars on their feet looking down on the sweet intertwining of women and men. And Paris is Paris again. Lovers in closets and shoes in the drawer, screams on the room and a lamb. Swords in the park, a shot in the dark, and Paris is vicily, vicily Paris again. Moon burning bright. Paris again. Gaston, Leon, and a few friends have invited me here for dinner tonight. Today is not my birthday, but I'm throwing a small party to celebrate it. As you can see, this lovely restaurant is in the Eiffel Tower, the world's largest useless object. I am with Jacqueline de Beautin, who is so irresistible, so beautiful, that tonight I intended to say I love you, if all else fails.
Leon.
Let's hold on just a minute here. Hey, I want to ask you about those panels in the back. They've got to close up this side where the Eiffel Tower is. Otherwise, we're looking at assorted sets back there. We can't look at that.
That's what we're working on. We're trying to get. You see how tall it is?
Well, what's that thing there? Is that the door? It needs to turn around the other way. Give you more room. Find a way to put it back together so that we don't see anything behind there.
Oh my gosh, as long as it doesn't hurt. She's right. She sees everybody.
Are joining me for dinner here tonight. Today is not my birthday, but I'm throwing a small party to celebrate it. As you can see, this lovely restaurant is in the Eiffel Tower, the world's largest useless object. I am with Jacqueline de Beautin, who is so lovely, so irresistible, that tonight I intended to say, I love you, if all else fails.
Leon. Oh!
What do you look for tonight, Monsieur?
The 1812 overture! Anything!
How's this dance?
Oh, may I, darling?
I insist.
My love.
My love? My God. She's so gay tonight. She's like spring tonight. She's a frolicky thing tonight. So disarming, so charming. She's not thinking of me. No, she's not thinking of me. In her eyes tonight, there's a glow tonight. They're so bright, they get like Monte Glow tonight. She's so gracious, so vivacious. She is not thinking of me. Bless her little heart. Crooked to the core. Acting out her part. What a rollicking boy. She's such fun tonight. She's a treat tonight. You could spread her on bread. She's so sweet tonight. So devoted, sugar-coated, that it's heartwarming to see. Oh, she's simmering with love. Oh, she's shimmering with love. Oh, she's not thinking of me.
And Leon.
What down who's what?
Then suddenly, Monsieur Gaston picked up the champagne, Dom Perignon, I believe it
There's
was.
got to be a lot more volume out of both of you. Start those again. More volume.
Say that again. Who poured what down who's what?
Then suddenly, Monsieur Gaston picked up the champagne, Dom Perignon, I believe it was, and emptied it down her bodice.
No. No.
No.
Yes.
It's almost over, Manuel.
Down her bodice?
They're such a handsome pair.
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle.
Oh, half a glass would have been accomplished that, of course. Yes, call me anytime. Charles, pick it up. Well, this is the beginning of the end for Madame, Exclamant. I knew it would last. I just knew it.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew she was up to something. Oh, what was I supposed to do? Spy on her? Trail after her? Oh. Sniff around like some bloodhound?
Of course not. What did you do?
I hired detectives.
Quite right.
The results are nauseating. At this moment, she and her skating instructor are at the inn at Honfleur.
The inn at Honfleur?
The inn at Honfleur.
They make a great souffle.
Oh, I doubt they'll even get to it. Oh, this is most disagreeable.
Oh, come, my boy. You're not the first this has happened to. Why, this has happened to a lot of good people. Alfred de Musset, Victor Hugo, Napoleon, even to me. Isn't that true, Manuel?
Yes, indeed, sir. Many, many, many times.
Not that many.
What, a skating instructor? A skating instructor?
It's always a skating instructor, or some such specimen. Isn't that true, Manuel?
Yes, indeed, sir. Do you remember dear little Madame Dumille and Marmaluke the Terrible Turk?
See there, a wrestler from the circus.
And Madame Bothin and the swimming coach. Madame D'Albert and the riding master.
Hurry up, Manuel.
Madame Rocher and the way to get there.
That is enough. You've made your point. Here, put this in your mouth. One can't be a hero to one's valet, can one? I only keep him around to prevent him from talking to others. Oh, come, Gaston, cheer up.
Oh, cheer up. I couldn't be in better spirits, Uncle. The woman was common, plain and unmistakably common. From the bottom of her painted toenails to the top of her bleached head. I'm glad the deadly affair is over. Well, what shall we do today?
What shall we do? You shall go to Honfleur, naturally.
Are you mad? I never want to see the wretch again!
Do you want her to get in the last word? Where's your sense of honor, your male patriotism?
Nonsense!
Listen to your uncle, monsieur. He is an old campaigner.
How will you end it?
I'll write a note.
Only writing it would only reek of wounded pride.
Oh, that's true. What do I do?
You go to Honfleur and you throw her out like a man.
What a bore!
I'm not a bore. Disposing of her brutally is absolutely comme il fait.
No!
Her head upon a platter is the only way the matter can be squared.
Murder?
That's the only thing to do.
Tell me quickly, what is new?
It's the only thing to do.
Tell me quickly, what is new?
For your manhood and for France.
She was caught without her skates? Oh no, tell me more. It is unbelievable. Paris is aghast. Gaston has overthrown Leon.
He has? Has he really?
She did what? When? Oh, how spellbound. Yes, call me again, day or night. Pick this up.
What happened, Alicia?
Oh, nothing. Leon just committed suicide. Now go on with your lesson.
Leon the Exclamant committed suicide?
Yes, committed suicide. Again.
Again?
This is her 5th time.
Well, how did she do it?
The usual way. Insufficient poison.
Well, why did she do it?
Oh, I suppose to try to win his affections back through sympathy.
Well, do you think it ever could?
Only if she died. No one likes the failure.
Oh, poor Gaston. Has this happened to him before?
No, Manuel, this is his first.
Really, number one?
Absolutely his first. He's thrown over several women, of course, but like the American girl who insisted on a wedding ring first, and the Italian Contessa who tried to shoot him, but lost the gun in the blankets. Then there was that English girl.
Oh, yes, Lady Pamela.
Yes, who left him for a horse. And there was that marvelous Spanish girl who unfortunately had to shave every morning. Oh, as Gaston has disposed of half the nations of the world, but none with any lethal repercussions. Leon is his first suicide.
But I cope. Did he find her in Saint-Nemer's arms?
Oh, somewhere in that vicinity.
How fulfilling for him, sir.
Yes, Manuel, as my father used to say, to err is human, but to catch them is divine.
Oh, good morning, Uncle.
Ah, Gaston, my dear, dear boy. Congratulations. Your first suicide. What an achievement, and at your age.
Oh, thank you, Uncle. I came over to...
May I add mine, sir?
Thank you, Manuel. I came over to...
Any news from the corpse?
Fully recovered, according to the late morning editions.
Well, how do you feel?
Well, oddly enough, I'm not quite sure.
Make a guess.
I would have to say edgy. Almost depressed. I don't know why. I should consider what I should do next. I came to say goodbye, Uncle. I'm leaving Paris for a couple of days. I'm going to the country house.
What? Leave Paris?
Why not?
Why not? That's the thing you mustn't do. Why, do you want people to think you're disturbed, despondent? If you leave Paris, they will, you know. You must be out every night for the next couple of weeks, and every night with a new girl. Why, you must keep them wondering who's next.
What? Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
yes. Every night, like the great bon vivants all have tried, you must shine with a smile that would shame a crocodile.
I must do what?
Smile.
Every night.
Smile.
Everywhere.
Smile.
Oh, no.
With the bluff, with another bit of fluff, and you run your resort. Make arrangements to import several more.
It's a bore.
Make them guess who's next.
Oh.
It's the absolutely right thing to do.
They can even teach a horse to dance. The show part's done.
Alicia!
Scream! I want a loud talk and scream there. It's got
Grandmaman!
Yes, Gigi?
Gaston has another new love. His 14th in 3 weeks. Oh, this one is very pretty. I wonder how long it'll last.
It's over.
Gaston! How are you? You look all in.
Oh, how insufferable of you to say so.
Oh, I never knew the sugar business was so tiring.
You brat. Here.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Caramels, hopefully they'll lock your teeth together.
Oh, poor Gaston, you're really so worn out.
Yes, I am.
Good, let's play cards.
Not so tired that I can beat you, my girl.
And I'm not your girl.
Thank you for that.
Gaston, what an exquisite surprise.
Ah, dear Mamita. Oh, mwah. Here, a little surprise for you.
Gaston, you spoil me so.
Oh, it's just champagne.
We haven't seen you since the suicide.
Yes, I've had quite a full life lately.
So I've read.
One sumptuous party after another, one beautiful girl after another, night after night of joy, revelry, and ecstasy. It's a nightmare. But I have to do it. It's expected of me.
Poor Gaston.
To top it all off, Paris is watching me.
What are you saying? The whole world is watching you, Gaston.
Yes, and it's quite a responsibility. Quite a responsibility.
Gigi, what are you doing?
We were going to play a little game of... Oh, sorry. We were going to play a little game of cards, Mamita.
Okay, but only because it's you, Gaston.
The new ones?
They are satisfied.
Yes, I'll deal. Your grandmother doesn't like you to play cards, does she?
No, she says it isn't feminine.
And what, may I ask, is feminine?
I'm not really sure. Cigars and jewelry, I suppose.
I beg your pardon?
Really, Don, you ought to know. You've been out with 14 different feminines in the past 3 weeks.
Not that different. In fact, they seem like the same feminine, but with 14 different names.
Well, what about tonight? Where are you going in that gorgeous waistcoat?
I'm having a small little party for 300 at the Eiffel Tower. Oh, but let's not talk about it. Cut.
Are you going away?
to Trouville for the weekend. A little sea air before next week's round of parties.
Is Trouville by the sea?
Is Trouville by the sea?
Of course Trouville's by the sea, you little idiot. Where do you expect to find sea air? In the mountains?
Oh, don't make fun of me, Gaston. I've never seen the ocean.
Oh my. What is that you're cooking, Mamita? It smells delicious.
It's just a pork casserole.
Oh, heaven.
What will you have for dinner?
Filet of sole, truffle with lamb. It's always the same. It can't compare with your grandmother's cooking.
Well, why don't you stay and share it with us?
Oh, I'd give anything in the world to be able to. Oh,
What are you
But I
dropping?
can't. Because I'm dropping cards.
You can't,
No, I can't.
but you could.
Oh, I wish I could.
Please, Ton
But I can't, Gigi. I just can't. Look, I wish I could, but I just told you I will.
Oh, how thrilling.
Where's your telephone, Mamita?
Not yet.
It doesn't matter. No one will even notice I'm not even there. Otto Ray could be the host.
Henri. Oh, he'll do it well.
Now, whose turn is it?
Yours.
Are you seeing things too? Am I going crazy? Gigi, I think I need to go to the doctor.
It's your turn.
Thank you. I'll play you for 10 pounds of sugar.
That isn't very much. You get nothing for that.
What would you like? Silk stockings?
Oh, no, they make my legs itch. What I would like is a Nile green corset with garters embroidered in rococo pink. Or a new roll for the piano. Or
what?
a look at the ocean.
Very well, Gigi. If you can beat me in a game of cards, I'll take you and Mamita to Trouville for the weekend.
I heard that, Gigi. Win or lose, you will not impose us on Gaston for the weekend.
Oh, thank you, Mamita.
Grandmaman, may I have a glass of champagne?
Gigi, have you lost your mind? Dinner will be ready in a few moments.
That's enough. Discard. Oh. I knew I could make you do that. Ha! Well done, Gaston.
Yes, that was very clever.
Now let's see. Cards are a matter of logic. I know how many I have, and I know how many you have drawn. Oh, And I know the percentages. You doubtfully must have an ace. And you must have discarded at least a 10, a 5, a queen, and then a 3. So you must have 2 aces, something smaller. Therefore, I win.
And therefore, you lose.
You cheat! Where'd you get that king out of your sleeve?
I won.
You gypsy, you thief!
You money.
Ah! Look what you made me do!
I
Ah!
won. Do we go to Trouville?
Yes, go to Trouville.
Grandmaman, we're going to Trouville.
No, Gaston, it's out of the question.
Oh, not at all, Mamita. Believe it or not, I've had much more fun with this outrageous little brat of yours than anyone in all of Paris. It'll be marvelous fun.
What time tomorrow will we get there? Can I watch you play roulette there? Can I stay up late this summer? Is it
Gigi, you drive us wild. Stop, you silly child.
Is everybody celebrated, full of sin and dissipated? Is it hard enough to be sad when the end
Gigi, you're absurd. That's another word.
Oh, let her gush and jabber, let her be enthused. I cannot remember when I have been more amused.
They invented champagne, as plain as it could be. The thought of you and me. That night they invented champagne. They absolutely knew that all we want to do is fly to the sky on champagne and shout to everybody.
Where are you going, Gigi? Oh, come on, Mamita. Oh, we have to catch up to her. Oh.
This is the Grand Hotel at Trouville, a perfectly charming spot on the northern coast of Normandy. It's unfortunate, but France must end somewhere. Outside there is the sun and sea, the combination of which takes the creases out of your clothes and puts them in your face. But then you ask, why am I here? Well, it's very simple. A woman. Woman, the last creation of God after an exhausting week. He made woman, and then he rested. A pattern that has been going on ever since. Ah, I see Madame Laverne. Lucien Guitry used to say, one should never have an affair with the wife of a friend. But then who?
I'm here for 3 days.
Good afternoon, madame.
Your automobile was not parked directly in front of my rail car. Charles will be serving all of my meals in my room. I am here for the treatment. I suppose you have my sweet baths down for 11 and Matilde at 3.
Matilde?
Matilde, my masseuse.
Matilde died, madame.
Died? When did she do that?
Last week, madame.
But, really, did you tell her I was coming?
Yes, madame.
Oh.
I told her.
How inconsiderate. I suppose that you have all of my suites? 221, 2, 3, and 4.
The same, madame.
Oh, Charles, take my bags to the second floor.
But on the 3rd floor, madame.
Charles, take my bags to the car.
I'm sorry, madame, but it's been reserved for members of the Russian aristocracy.
Oh, if they've come all the way from Russia, they can go up one more flight. Russian aristocracy, that is a contradiction of terms. Charles, take my bags up to the 3rd floor, the 2nd floor. I'm here for rest. I trust I won't be running into anyone that I know.
Alicia!
Oh, God, what are you doing here in Trouville?
Gaston invited us for the weekend so Gigi could see the ocean. He is so kind to her.
Is there any word on the successor of Leon?
He hasn't said a word.
I hear that it may be Hortensia, Valderies.
Hortensia de Valverde, the flamenco dancer.
The flamenco dancer.
Oh, no. Gaston does not like entertainers.
Oh, then you will love her. I've also heard that it may be Albertine
maybe 2
Berthaud.
body mics.
Albertine Buteau.
What I don't have
She's
is
been with everybody.
to connect to.
No, how men are. They love to join clubs.
Find those body mics to run. They run on batteries.
If you hit any rumors,
See if I can find
let
out.
me know. If you don't hit
Something
any,
to plug in.
start one.
I'll get
Well,
somebody
it
to work.
sounds really good. It's just that he would play lower.
Well, I've told him he forgets.
Maybe you can do him a favor, like,
I've been telling him. You know, I've been talking about it.
Gigi, catch! Uncle?
Gaston!
What a surprise!
You didn't tell me at your party last night that you were coming to Trouville.
no, it's
Hi.
everybody.
Wasn't that my party?
Everybody over
You
there.
weren't.
You couldn't hear.
No, Uncle.
But it's your party.
Yes,
Gaston.
Uncle.
And it was a very good party.
Yes, Uncle. I never gave one I enjoyed more. I'm coming!
She was just asking.
Where's Manuel with the note?
You can't hear anybody now.
Manuel, you're on.
Manuel?
From Madame Laverne. Henri, you are outrageous. Wherever I walk, there you are. Wherever I sit, there you are. I think I'll go lie down. I must say, Sherry, that seeing you here has ruined all of my enthusiasm for the chase.
I don't think she's your type anyway, Henri.
You were watching me?
Force of habit. Anytime a pretty woman was in the vicinity, I always had to watch you.
May I?
Please.
You look fabulous. What good fortune brings you to Trouville?
I came with Gaston and Gigi.
Gaston?
And Gigi, my little granddaughter.
Oh no, not your granddaughter.
Oh yes, time doesn't stand still for all of us, Henri. Gaston is a dear man, and Gigi is having the time of her life.
So is Gaston. I haven't seen him this happy in years. But we had good times, didn't we, Sherry? I remember those last days we were together, they were by the sea.
Were they?
Well, of course, on the Riviera, the pink villa.
I only remember the blue villa,
Which was that?
the one with the soprano,
Ah, you knew.
of course.
What chance do lovers have? The more you know each other, the less you know each other. I'll tell you about that blue villa, Sherry. I was so much in love with you, I was wanting to marry you. Yes, it's true. I marry you. Marriage, me. In defiance of all I stood for. I was getting desperate. So what did I do? I did the soprano.
Henri, that is the most endearing excuse for infidelity I have ever heard.
But I've never forgotten that last night we were together. I remember it like it was yesterday. We met at 9.
We met at 8.
I was on time.
No, you were late.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. We dined with friends.
We dined alone.
A tenor sang.
A baritone.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. That dazzling April moon.
There was none that night, and the month was June.
That's right. That's right.
It warms my heart to know that you still remember the way you do.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. I thought of that Friday
Monday,
night when we had our last rendezvous, and somehow I foolishly wondered if you might be, by some chance, be thinking of it too. That carriage ride,
you walked me home.
you lost the glove.
I lost a comb.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. That brilliant sky.
We had some rain.
those Russian songs?
From sunny Spain.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. You wore a gown of gold.
I was all in blue.
Am I getting old?
Oh no, not you. How strong you were, how young and gay, a prince of love in every way.
Ah, yes, I remember it well.
Well, we're changing that set out. Did you all this?
If I had a wish, I would be a fish, even just a clam.
Come on.
Leave me here, I beg, here forever, exactly where I am.
Allow me 10 minutes. Dressed.
Oh, Grandma, I never want to go home again. I never want to go home again. What I want to be is anywhere free is anywhere the sea is forever and never go home again. I never want to see Paris again. I never want to see Paris again. All I want to do is be one of the shoebiz, sailing by the ocean forever and never go home again. I have daydreams, I have feelings, all too much to have any more dealings with apartments and with ceilings. Anywhere the door is, anywhere the floor is, anywhere the waves cannot go. Oh no, no, I never want to go home again. I never want to go home again. Who I want to be is anywhere the sea is, anywhere the waves are forever and never go home again.
Oh, Gigi! Very nice.
Alice, come here.
Alicia, what is it?
Fools, sister. We are fools. I'm more than you, because you are a fool anyway, and I am not.
Fools?
Yes, you must leave Tuville just as soon as tact allows.
Alicia, what are you talking about?
Oh, it is not Albertine Boudreau, and it is not Hortensia. Then who?
Who?
Whoa! Catch Gigi!
Gigi?
Gigi.
Do you really think?
Given the material, it's a very slim possibility. But we must do what we can to save the child from following you and her mother into unromantic, semi-precious obscurity.
Is it really a possibility?
It's a possibility, a small one, but it is a chance that we'll have to take. Make sure that she is at my apartment every day. From here on out, it is work, work, work. Lessons, lessons, lessons.
Here's your telephone madam. The finest ever known madam.
It's divine.
Nonetheless,
It's superb.
oh but yes, it's French. It's ornamental grace madam will compliment your face madam.
It's a gem.
Nothing more. Why not? It's French. What more is there to say? It's French madam. What's wrong with you two then? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up!
It's the door. Gaston, what an ecstatic surprise.
Hello, Mamita. Mwah.
How are you?
Oh, very well, thank you. I've been in Monte Carlo.
It's a telephone.
Yes. I know.
Wait, monsieur. Your telephone isn't working order, madame.
It's a telephone.
Yes, I know.
How was Monte Carlo this year?
Ah, the sun was yellow, the trees were green, and the sea was blue. But as usual, it was a bore.
And how are you, Gaston, and your dear father?
Yeah, he has diabetes.
Well, if one is in the sugar business.
Oh, I brought Gigi some caramels.
You spoil her so.
Four yards of material in the skirt. Do I look legal?
You look like an organ grinder's monkey.
An organ grinder's monkey?
What happened to your sailor suit? And look at your face.
And what's wrong with my face?
I can't see it. It's painted over.
With all the talk about you, Gaston, I've never heard it said you'd had any taste in women or clothes.
How dare you?
Gigi, have you gone mad? Apologize at once.
I certainly will not. This is a beautiful dress, and I'm only wearing a trace of lipstick.
Oh.
Gaston, I beg of you, she will apologize.
Ah. Is this the kind of behavior she receives from you and your sister, Madame? My congratulations to you both.
Gigi. Gigi, why have you done this to us?
Well, why did he fly off the handle? He knew I'd answer him back.
And just when we were trying to make such an elegant lady out of you.
Waiting.
I think your dress isn't as bad as all that. I didn't see it properly. And a trace of lipstick does highlight the natural color of your lips. I admit, I was a bit cruel. And to prove it, I'll take you for a ride in my car to the reservoirs in Versailles. Would you like to?
Oh, Gaston, I'd love it.
Excellent.
Gaston, you're back. How tolerant you are.
I hadn't really left.
Grandmaman, we're going to have tea at the reservoirs.
No, you're not.
What?
Gaston, I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Grandmaman, please.
Gigi, go to your room for a moment. I need to talk to Gaston about something.
No, Grandmaman.
You will do as you are told.
What does this mean, Madame? Things have changed here. I can feel it.
Gaston, have a seat. Gaston, you know my friendship for you. My friendship and my gratitude. And if it were up to me, I would say take Gigi anywhere. But there are others, Gaston. and they're with the eyes of the world upon you, well...
Are you trying to tell me that as Gigi goes out with me, she'll be compromised? A slip of a girl no one even knows, no one notices?
Well, let's then say she will be labeled. An ordinary young girl who goes out with you is no longer ordinary. And Gigi, above all, must not change in that respect.
This is absurd! What are you going to say about it, huh?
I know responsibility to Gigi better than you, Gaston. I want to find a man who will stand up for her and say, I will take care of her and I will provide for her future.
This is all too absurd to discuss any further. I don't want to argue and I don't want to discuss this any further with you. Good day. I have an appointment.
Don't bother yourself, Gaston.
Ow! Ah! She's an infant! Oh, she's a babe! Just a babe! Still cavorting in her crib, eating breakfast with a bib, with her baby teeth, all her baby curls. She's a tot! A little tot. Good for bouncing on your knee, and I'm positive that she doesn't even know that boys aren't girls. She's a snip! Whoa, just a snip. And making dreadful childish noise, having fun with all her toys, just a chickadee who needs her mother hen. She's a cub of the poos, you could never turn her loose. She's too infantile to take her from her pen. Ha! Of course, I must in truth confess, when I went this, she was surprisingly mature, had a definite allure, was in fact a most amazing shock.
Don't trust me more, she got you louder.
Long. I'm one so young? Ah, she's a girl! A silly girl! Adolescent to her toes, and good heavens, how it shows! Sticky thumbs, all the fingers she has got! She's a child! A clumsy child! She's as swollen as a grape, doesn't even have a shape! Where her figure ought to be, it is not! She's a child! A growing child! Not so backwards for her years, if a boy her age appears, I'm certain he would never call again! She's a scatter, but a rat! Doesn't know where she is at, unequipped and undesirable to men. Of course, that weekend and Trouville, in spite of all her youthful zeal, she was exceedingly polite, and on the whole a sheer delight. And if it wasn't joy galore, at least not once was she a bore that I recall. No, not at all. She's a girl! A little girl! Growing older. Here. What's the matter, Gigi? What's wrong? Do you know why I'm here?
I know.
Do you want to, or don't you?
I don't want to. I really don't know what you want. You said to Grandmama and Aunt Alicia that
I know what I told your grandmother. You don't have to repeat it. Just simply tell me what it is you don't want, and what it is you do want.
Do you mean that?
Of course I do.
Well, Gaston, you've arranged with Grandmama to take care of me.
To take care of you beautifully.
Beautifully. That is, if I like it. They have pounded into me that I'm backward for my age, but I know very well what all of this means. To take care of me beautifully means that I should go away from here with you, and that I should sleep in your bed.
Oh, Gigi, no, you embarrass me.
Well, you weren't embarrassed to talk to Grandmama about it, and Grandmama wasn't embarrassed to talk to me about it. But I know more than she told me. I know very well that taking care of me means that my photograph will be in the papers. I'll go to the Riviera and to the races at Deauville. And when we have a fight, it'll be in the columns the next day. When you throw me over once and for all, as you did in Inez Descovent when you've had enough of her.
Gigi! Who has been filling your... How do you know about this? Who's filling your head with all these old stories?
Why shouldn't I know? You are world famous. I know about the woman who stole money from you. The American who wanted you to marry her. The Comtesse who wanted to shoot you. I know what everybody knows.
These aren't the things we have to talk about, Gigi. That's all in the past, over and done with.
Of course, Gaston, until it begins again. It's not your fault. You're world famous. It's just that I haven't gotten the world famous sword of nature. When it's over, Monsieur Lachelle goes away with another lady. And I have only to go to another gentleman's bed. I don't want to. I'm not changeable. It won't do for me.
Shh! Are you trying to tell me that you don't care for me? That you don't like me?
Gaston, I do like you. I am always happy when I'm with you. Can't we go on as we are, only maybe seeing each other more often? And no one will think anything of it since you're a friend of the family's. Then you'll bring licorice and caramels and champagne on my birthday, and on Sunday we'll have an extra special game of cards. Wouldn't that be a nice little life?
A nice little life, Gigi. Oh, Gigi. Except you forget one thing. Gigi, I'm in love with you.
Well, you never told me.
I haven't known for very long. I recently discovered it when I was away with you.
You are a wicked man.
What?
You're in love with me and you want to drag me into a life that make me suffer.
No, please.
You're in love with me and you think nothing
No.
was wrong. You don't do the adventurous quarrels, Mr. Shaw skating and
Gigi.
poison.
Gigi, no! Listen to me!
I would never believe it of you, Gaston. Never. Never.
Gigi!
What's the matter?
Gigi!
What's happened?
She doesn't want to!
What do you mean she doesn't want
I mean she doesn't want to!
Gaston, as God is my witness, I explained everything.
You explain too much! Jeez. You train this child for nothing more but the sword and the vulgar!
He's awesome. That's great.
What of the kindness and sweetness and benevolence of the heart? What of the bulging heart? With benevolence and kindness and generosity. These things in this tomb, madame. Or have you never even heard of them? Ow!
Would you repeat that? She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to?
She doesn't want to.
She doesn't want to.
No, she doesn't want to.
I heard you, I heard you. Oh, such stupidity as without any equal in the history of human relations. It must be your fault. Oh, you must have emphasized all the difficulties instead of the delights. Where is that?
It's the telephone.
Pick it up. Don't just sit there, Annette. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hello? Gigi? Who is this?
Gaston? I've been hoping you'd call. Yes, I called you. I've been thinking that's all I've been doing today. Am I sorry in this wide world? Must be oh so many girls better for you than I. In this wide world, there is someone who is more ideal for you, You can live your life and give your life the things I can't support. And if you find her, I'll die. So I called you today, called you to say, after reflecting and pondering and thinking about you, I would rather be miserable with you than without you.
Absolutely, Dad. I never lost a faith.
Nephew, he's not even yawning.
Gaston, here? Well, well, well.
Who is she?
The Queen of May, or June, or possibly July.
That's my uncle, Honoré.
From the look on your face, I thought it was one of my predecessors.
No, Gigi, no. You have no predecessors.
Well, I've only seen your uncle once. Is it safe to turn around and look?
Of course.
Gaston, everyone is staring at us.
Yes, the French are always preoccupied with etiquette. They never learn manners.
Gaston, are other women here like me?
I don't know what you mean. Now, what would you like to start with?
Gaston! Shadi!
Sweet mother of God! Good evening, Leon.
You are looking so wonderful, Shadi. So young. Almost young enough. Good evening, mademoiselle.
Good evening, madam. How nice to see you up and alive.
Sweet. Good night, Gaston. Good luck, mademoiselle.
Oh, Gigi. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Gaston, I'm not upset. After all, there have been so many Leons before me, we would have to live in a jungle not to run into one of them from time to time.
Yes. Well, I suppose.
I don't understand what happened.
Neither do I, Sherry. And I seem to be getting used to that. I seem to be wiser in ways of another world. Good night, mademoiselle.
Thank you.
Gaston! Please, please, whatever it was, no newspapers, I beg of you.
Madame! Will you do me the honor